Hi and welcome back to my solo playthrough of World of Warcraft, the board game, and yes, I'm including the Burning Crusade expansion. Again, thanks so much for all of your interest. Really appreciate that a lot. I'm terribly sorry that it has taken me some time to continue my playthrough, but yeah, life is still a thing in this family, so yeah, I had to do other things. I'm really totally sorry. I was really eager getting back to the table and continue my journeys through Lodarion. Last episode was, I think, a little bit, let's say, problematic. I think we did some progress, but ultimately we failed at the Scarlet Monastery, our first dungeon of the game. A lot of things happened. For example, we are now allowed for, at least for the quests that are currently out there, to go with the quest for the opposing faction. So here is one, and I think this is the Moonrage Mines, if I recall that correctly. And there's also another dungeon right next here, Olsen's Farthing. Some of you said, yeah, I'm allowed to have a look at the deck, and I did. And of course I shuffled the hell out of this deck afterwards, and the level 2 dungeon is definitely much easier to complete compared to a level 3 dungeon, which I really failed miserably. I was really not equipped there, even though I am on level 3. Still, I think I also got some encouraging comments to go with the quest first before they are gone. Right now this is still a relatively easy, I think this is still a green quest. I think it's even a level 3 quest, so I might be really able to take it out and get some experience point, and then I can still go to the dungeon with my next whatever round or so. Let's see how things go. We are more or less fully healed, other than the energy, and that's the reason, or the main reason for that is I equipped some of my powers here. They're both ongoing effects, so once they're out here, I no longer need to pay any more upkeep for that. I can still replace it. I could put it back into my spellbook. If I would then bring it out again, I have to basically power it up again. You get the idea. With one energy, that's kind of a problem. The thing is, I still have the minor mana potion here with me, which I can basically use to regain one energy. So I guess I should be okay for the next fight to come, which will most likely not level me up to level 4, which would then also auto heal me. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the quest here, the Moonrage Might, only gives me 5 experience points. Still not bad. I get some stuff out of this, or some equipment which I could maybe sell or whatever. But afterwards I may still need to take a rest action. So what am I going to do? I guess we are going places here. The Deep Alum Mine, right? This is the one. So with our first action, we are only moving one space in here. With our second action, we can flip those, and here accordingly we will encounter this. And in this case, we have to defeat a green Worgen. Threat 5, attack 7, health 10. So this is definitely not easy to defeat. End of each resolution step, and this is where you really have to be very careful, and I have to double check that myself, that I'm not forgetting this. This is very much, yeah, you have to do these things in a serialized fashion, right? You have to see this is the step, this is the step, and then you have to see what it's doing. They here really at the end of the resolution step, we are removing 2 hit tokens from the damage box for each Worgen remaining in combat. So if you're not defeating him in the first round, he will basically auto heal. Yeah, okay, then let's build our first dice pool. So here we are. I think I will use my Scorpid Sting, so I have to spend the energy, but I will immediately use the minor mana potion. This will regain me the energy, but the minor mana potion is out of here. And because of my improved Sting, I'm getting 2 blue dice instead of only 1. So that's the roll, or the dice pool, for my first round. This time we really do have some rerolls, which is definitely nice. Again, our target value is a 5. So yeah, let's roll our first dice for this video. Okay, here we are. Again, target is a 5, and we get some rerolls. So what don't we need to reroll? This is good. This is good. This is good, this is good. So not an entirely bad roll, but still not great. Overall, I get 1, 2, 3 rerolls now. So I guess we are going for these 3 here for now. Yeah, we are not really defending a lot. That's again a big problem, I think. But yeah, let's see about that. And okay, that's 2 more hits. That's definitely not nothing. And again, the red hits are also pretty much a defense. Okay, so we have 3 hits from our ranged attack. Nice, so these were the blue dice. Then we have 1 defense and we have 3 hits here in the defense box. Right. So now we check, basically, I think this is now the, what is it called? I think reroll we did. Place token step. Now we come to the defense phase. Now we are in defense phase. And the part of the defense phase is the ranged strike step. And now we go for the damage step. Exactly. The Worgen's health is 10. We have 3 tokens here. We already see that that's definitely not enough. So the Worgen is not yet dead. That's definitely a problem. Then the Worgen does how much damage to us? 7. Wow, 7 attack. That's really quite a lot, actually. We are blocking 4 of those, which means we are taking 3 hit points. So we are down to 3. That's definitely a concern. Then we are moving into the resolution step. We are moving everything in here. It's still not enough to take him out because, again, that's 6 versus 10. So he still, in theory, has 4 more health points left. I think there is nothing that we can do right now. No, I don't think so. So now we are basically going through the special ability of the Worgen. Remove 2 hit tokens from the damage box for each Worgen remaining in combat. So basically it's kind of auto healing. And with that we are in theory going into the next round. Of course I could now consider to stop here. The Worgen is really tough. I'm not feeling prepared at all with my character. Not sure if I have chosen poorly actually with my selection of characters, but of course I will keep going right now. Again, dying in this game is not ultimately a bad thing. Of course you are simply losing time, and time is of the essence here. So yeah, let's move into the next round. We will compile the next dice pool. The main problem, we are not getting this. And yeah, I think we have to spend this last energy to gain 2 more blue dice from our Scorpid Sting. Think that's it. We still have our rerolls. That's, let's see, kind of a good thing. That's what we need to start the next combat round with. And I believe, oh yeah, in theory we could make it. Right? In theory we could make it actually. But yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, not with this roll. That is clear. Okay, 1, 2, 3 here. That's not bad. Okay, we have 2 defense here. We have 1 defense here. Okay, we get 3 rerolls. So we have to, or we can reroll basically all these dice, right? If these are now all successes, we might make it. If not, then I guess we are not. Right? And no, we are not. That's 1 more thing. Maybe. I think we will actually survive, though, which could then ultimately mean we could make it next round, but we are out of energy, so we are rolling 2 less blue dice. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, and 3 from the ranged attack. 1, 2, 3, and 1 hit here. Yeah, these 2 should have hit. Then I think I would have maybe, but then I would have died actually, I think at least. So again, we are checking, we're moving into the damage step now. So that's, I think, 7, not enough to kill the Worgen, right? No, still a health of 10. Then we are moving in here. Does 7, no, it's not enough. It's 7 damage. For whatever reason, I thought he was only doing 6 damage. Again, we are taking 3 points worth of damage, which is not enough. And we wouldn't have killed him anyway, right? So what would have happened next is these would have been removed. We would have moved this here. This is only 8. Still not enough to take that sucker out. He would have lost 2 of those, and with 6 damage we would have moved into the next combat round. And with just 3 blue dice, we wouldn't have been able to defeat him. Now we had 4. Okay, in theory, if all of these would have hit, we could have made it actually. Yeah, we needed all 4 of these to hit, because we need to kill it before it's basically getting a chance to act. So yeah, we are definitely not prepared. So ultimately, we are moving back to the closest graveyard, which is here, or we would move up to Brill. I think I will go to the next graveyard. There I will take my rest action, so I will basically go back to 1 and 1 health and energy respectively, and there I can take a rest action. With my Crocodile Stake I can heal up to my full level, and then with my next turn I would be able to move into the dungeon. So that's at least something. I will still lose a round, but I think that's what I need to do. And I just double checked actually. They did in fact rebalance some of the normal creatures here as well. So this is the Burning Crusade monster reference sheet. This is the reference sheet from the base game. You see that here at least the health value is an 8. The thing is, I would have been dead. That's not really a thing. If I would have killed it and I would have been defeated, would I still be successful? I think so actually, but still, I mean, you see that here the game has become much tougher. But okay, let's move into the next round, 1 and 2. So we're adding our first normal, rectangular item to the deck. We will have a look at that once we have dealt with all the other things that we have to roll. We will start with the merchant deck. Let's roll the die. No, that's a 3. And the rules, the solo rules are very clever. If I would now roll a 1, I would not take out the basic items. Basically, it's supposed to be that the other virtual players are also leveling up and are more interested in the higher level cards. So I would have removed one of those cards from the deck respectively. Again, very simple but very clever solo rules. Let's roll for the quests. First one, 7, 6 and 7, and last but not least we have to roll for the Abomination of Dershar, and that's a 2. Wow, awfully close. I don't want this to join Kael'thas, that much is clear. And then last but not least we're adding this card to the merchant deck, and that's a solid Iron Maul. Couldn't care less. I think we are not allowed to equip maces at all, but that's pretty big. 3 red plus attrition. Again, attrition is basically an auto hit. Attrition is different to the normal red damage you are doing because it's not defending, or doesn't help you defend, but it's still making the lives of your opponents much tougher. Okay then, back to us. With our first action we are going to rest, and during our rest action we will use, or will eat, the Crocodile Stake. When you take a rest action, you may discard this card to regain health and energy up to your capacity. So we can fully heal here. So that's certainly amazing. I take that. Was still our first action, and I'm still convinced I'm not able to take out that Worgen here. Even with more energy, there wasn't really a lot that we could have done, and we didn't roll particularly bad. So I think overall we only whiffed 3 or 4 dice, which is really not a lot. So I think we are still not done yet. So we will move into the dungeon here. So we are taking ourselves out of the game board. We will bring out the dungeon decks here respectively. Again, we will start in level 1. I will give these a new shuffle. So this is basically level or stage 1 of the dungeon. This is stage 2 of the dungeon, so we are now here at stage 1. This ends our action phase. Now in a multiplayer game we would wait until all the other players of my faction would have completed their turn, and then we are moving into the newly introduced dungeon phase, where we will now start with our dungeon steps. So we will reveal cards from this deck until we find a boss. So let's see, and I really hope that this goes our way. So these are all minions, I believe. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, we can discard some of those. Are you kidding me? I really rolled extremely... Okay, here is the boss, Fenris the Devourer. So let's have a quick closer look at him. It's threat 6, attack 4, health 4. So that's at least something. There is something with the reroll step, but of course we have an awful lot of these minions. And because I'm alone in this dungeon, I think I only have to live with twice as many cards as there are. I can basically remove the rest. And yeah, maybe that's too wordy. It's basically 2 minions per hero. It's much simpler. We will definitely go, we will keep on the Haunting Spirit. Characters may not spot any red dice. We don't have any abilities that allow us to spot red dice, and we get to choose. That's really the cool part. And leaving it here, it gives us 1 more experience point. Nice. And we are taking 2 more coins for this. Also not too bad. And I think for the second one we will go with the Lupine Horror here. End of the reroll step, we have to spot 1/8 or lose 1 health. All the others, attack +2, that's really crazy. And all the others are too complicated. Not using rerolls. We cannot reroll 1s and 2s. I don't like this at all, and I think I'm okay. I could keep more than that just for the extra reward, but I don't feel like it. So we are definitely discarding those. So that's basically the posse that we have to fight. That's our dice pool for now. I will definitely spend 1 energy to use my Scorpid Sting in conjunction with my improved Sting, which allows me to add 2 more blue dice to the mix. And that's what we are rolling, right? Yeah, let's do that. And even though the game is really mopping the floor with me, I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying this combat mechanic. Really, I could simply pop out this box every now and then and go through a couple of combats and see how it goes. It's really so rewarding. It's so cool. But yeah, let's roll some dice. The threat, what was it? Is a 6. Okay, 6 is not nothing. But this doesn't look bad at all. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we are now going into the reroll. There is one problem. At the end of the reroll step, we would lose 1 health if we are not spotting an 8. We don't have an 8. On the other hand, though, this ability here, at the end of the reroll step, the active character receives 1 stun token for each 1 or 2 roll. We haven't rolled any 1s or 2s. Losing this 1 health here might be actually the thing to do. So let's totally do that. So we are not re-rolling because it's also enough to take out Fenris the Devourer. But I come to that in a second. So let's assign the tokens here. We get 2 in the damage box. That's not enough to kill him for sure. Then we are taking 2 here in the defense and 3 also in the defense. Right now we still don't have any attrition whatsoever. Next we are checking, we are not killing him, then he's attacking us. With an attack of 4 versus 5 we are good, then we are moving everything in here, these are removed. This is a 5 versus the 4, Fenris the Devourer is no more. So in total we get 7 points. I think this is even enough to make it to level 4. That's so cool. And in total we get 9 coins. Okay, we really needed the money. Okay, now I'm feeling somewhat alive again. And we are getting just one measly item. Let's see what it is. We will take it anywhere. The Shadow Wand. Didn't we have a Shadow Wand before? Yeah, it's here. So basically something we will sell for half the price. We can't use any wands, but I will take it anyway. Again, we can sell it. So cool. Let's go to the experience points. 7. Yeah, it's really 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, before you complain, yes, it's a level 2 dungeon. I'm a level 3. Oh boy, we are missing out on 1 point. I really should have kept that. Oh, I could have easily added 1 more of those and not suffered any consequences from that. But again, of course, I'm not taking this back now. So we are basically 1 experience point short. Are you kidding me? But okay, it is what it is. And last but not least, we are moving into the next dungeon level here. And this is then where we can take out the second boss. It's a much smaller deck, I must add. It's still a level 2 dungeon, so we are still losing 1 experience point as a penalty. Good that I caught this actually. And then yeah, we are basically going to the end of round stuff. The game is moving along, actually 1 and 2, so we are having 1 event card, or at least 1 event card, and we are adding another blue item to the merchant deck. Let's do the dice rolls first. Let's roll for the merchant deck. That's a 6. And up here from left to right, that's a 1. This is gone. Yeah, I didn't like it anyway. Second one, this is still around, and third one is still around. This was a green one, so we're replacing it with a orange one. I think, no, it didn't even come with any blue creature, so we're not replacing. But yeah, ooh, boy. Isn't this a Drake which we have to place at Fellstorm Point? Burning Essence. Okay, this can't be good. And indeed, we are adding Drake here into Fellstone Point. At least I think this is a Drake. Yeah, I guess so. Let's do the most important roll. That's a 7. We are okay. And then, yeah, I think first we are doing the event card, actually. So let's see what we get. Okay, that's another war. We have to keep drawing. And that's the bounty. And I think a bounty... don't we have the... Was it the Old Hatreds one? And I think I also have to remove this quest token, actually. I can no longer take this, because I think all the others are still from the subterfuge. I think this has to do with the Old Hatred together with the bounties. I really have to check that now. So we have to basically check which turn it is. So we have to find the appropriate creature, which in this case is in theory a Worgen, because when the event card triggered we were still in 16, but of course because when it starts to act it will be the Wildkin, and it will be a red Wildkin, and this red Wildkin will start to chase me, and if I will take it down I get basically the rewards of the card, and it will continue to move, basically doing each upkeep step. First of all, let's place it into our homeland region, and then we will roll for the movement. And I think we are simply rolling an 8-sided dice. If it is within 2 spaces of us, basically, because we are now the only target in the solo mode, they will automatically come for us. If it's more far away, then I think we have to roll. So let's see. That's a 5, and a 5 says move opposite. What does move opposite mean, actually? Otherwise move to the opposing faction's flight icon indicated as... Okay, so it's moving to the flight icons. Okay, move to the opposite one. And I think opposite is here, because it was on our one. I think so. I think this means opposite. This is a little bit odd, but it's still not within 2. I'm not really here. I'm basically somewhere over here. I'm just here because I'm basically in stage 2 dungeon, right? So this is getting a little bit, not really cumbersome, but something that I really have to pay attention to. Otherwise, I will most certainly forget it. Okay, but that was the event. And then last thing to do, we will add this one here. That's a cloth. Okay, we can in theory buy those. Wow, 2 green dice and another reroll, which again is never a bad thing. And it's only costing us 8, which we have. So going to a town might not necessarily be a bad idea, actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Something to keep an eye out on for sure. Then I'm in my next adventure phase. I only get 1 action because I'm still supposed to be in a dungeon. The problem is I could now rest, basically giving me 1 and 1 each back, or we could train. The problem with train is we are not getting the reward right away because we can only equip it at the end of this round. So it will not help me anyway. And honestly, I really may want to use the 8 coins right now for the Dustfall robes we have just added to the merchant deck. If it's still around when we get them, that is. So I think might be a little bit lame, but I guess I will simply rest. And I think, oh, I didn't get rid of my Crocodile steak here. Sorry for that. I will definitely get rid of it now. It's really wasteful, right? I mean, we get some money back. Let's reconsider things. Again, I think action economy, is very important, right? So I guess I think we are rather training. This is gone. If I'm now losing this fight because I am basically 1 health point short, I will totally blame it for me. But yeah, let's have at least a quick look at those. And no, I just noticed this. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Of course my bear can suck up damage. This happens when you have 1 week between shots, because I just noticed this when I looked at this power-up card. Mend Pet. Your pet regains health up to its capacity, then unequip Mend Pet. This is so bad. I may have made it against this, what was it, Worgen. Oh, of course, it's 3 more damage we can take here. That's so terrible, but this is really tempting now. All the others... All the others, I'm not sure. This is really cool because it basically auto heals, and we do that at the start of the dice pool step. No, I will totally. We will not use it in this dungeon, but I think we will buy this one. This is a great power because it gives me my health. Oh, how could I forget that? Not sure if I would have really won the game, so don't get me wrong. The fight against the wall, but at least I was able to get one more round with that. Oh, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. But okay, that was our adventure phase. This was our action. We are moving directly into the next dungeon level. It's still a level 2 dungeon, so I think we can get rid of those now. So we will now. I think let's also quickly shuffle it through. I think I did shuffle it actually, but yeah, let's do it anyway. And yeah, let's put it in here. Oh, nice staff. I think we can't use staffs, right? Yeah, we can. We can actually use stars. Okay, that's not bad actually. Okay, that's a minion. Wow. Wow. Okay, another minion. And here is our Archmage Arugal. So we have to stick to both minions here because again it's 2 per hero. Let's bring our guy here. +1/+1. Nothing we can do about it. Here, dice pool step. If the active character has fewer than 3 dice in his dice pool, he must remove all dice. I think we do have 3 actually. Unless there's something happening. Okay, this could be. No, I think we are okay. I think we can ignore the Shadowfang Wolfguard. And what does the Archmage Arugal do? End of the reroll step, the active character must lose 1 health and 1 energy for each 1 and 2 results. Dice showing such results are placed aside and may not be rolled again this combat by any character. But this is at the end of the reroll step, so we can still roll those, but when they're out, they're out. There are other abilities which allow you to reroll or change dice. In this case, I think it doesn't really matter actually. It's still bad enough, don't get me wrong. And what threat 6, 6 and 6, so basically 7 attack, it's definitely not nothing, and 7 health, also not nothing. But this time let's try not to forget our bear actually. Okay, let's build our dice pool. Again, we will spend the energy to use our Scorpid Sting more productively. We have 3 green dice in our dice pool, so again Shadowfang Wolfguard doesn't kick in, and I think that's it actually. So yeah, let's roll some dice. Okay, we only have, I think we need to re-roll those 2. I don't want any 1s or 2s, of course. So what else? So again, what is this threat? Is a 6. Yeah, it's a 6. This is a hit. This is a hit. It's not really great actually. So these are hits. I definitely want to re-roll those. So this was a 1 and a 2. And what else? So I'm doing basically currently only 2 defense and he's hitting for 7. So I'm inclined to instead go with another red die actually. Can we have 2, 3 re-rolls? Unfortunately only, yeah. I think that's what we need to roll. We need those dice, and okay, there's 1 more hit at least. That's good, and it's also a defense, and we are taking basically 1 hit here and 1 energy loss because of this. End of the reroll step, the active must lose 1 health and 1 energy. I will assign this 1 health to my bear this time, but of course I will have to pay the energy from our pool. So I think we already have taken care of this one here, but we really didn't roll particularly well, I must say. So let's see, we are adding 2 in here. All right, we are adding only 1 green one in here. That's definitely a problem here. So he's clearly not that, because he has a health of 7 in total. Then we are taking some hits. He again hits for 7 minus 3. That's 4 hits we have to distribute. That's really bad. And again, I did this wrong. I think I should have placed the tokens near. Then I would have seen. So I will take 1 more token. We had 3. That I fixed it now. And then 3 more of this. Yeah. So that's fine. So we have taken our damage. Oof, it really hurt. We are down to 2. Yeah, we are not surviving another round unless we are killing him. Ah, so let's really hope for the best. We are moving everything here. This moves out. Unfortunately, still not dead. 3 more to go. Wow, we need 3 hits on the blue dice. Oh, such a close call. We are losing 1 red die now. Oh, yeah, this might be, not game over, but okay, this will be tough. This will be really, really tough. Let's set up the dice pool for the next combat round. Again, we will spend an energy to basically generate 2 more blue dice from our improved sting. We are not getting the red die from here. And I think that's it. Actually, we still have the 3 here, which is good. So we are not suffering any more losses from Shadowfang Wolfguard. So yeah, let's roll some more dice. And okay, this is actually quite close. So this is here. This is good, and this is good, and this is also good. We definitely want to re-roll this. We want to re-roll this, and I think we want to re-roll this. So ultimately, not an entirely bad roll, I guess, right? So again, what do we have here? 2, 3. So we're getting 3 defense. It takes 6, 7 damage actually, 7, which would kill me right now. So we really need to score 1 more hit on the blue die here. Or I think even with the defense, it's not good enough. But again, with a 3, let me do the math. So that's really important. So we have 2 here and 4. Yeah, we have 2. I have 2 here. And we are not seeing any 1s and 2s right now, which is good. So you have 1 more blue die, or it's doing 1 more attack, 7. And we have 3 here. We need basically, no, we can't. Okay, we have to make it. We have to make it. So yeah, let's roll some more dice, and I think we have it. I think we have it. I think we have it. There is no 1 or 2, so we can ignore this. We have 1, 2, 3 hits here. Yes, this is enough. But yeah, let's really super make sure. 1, 2, 3. Health is 7. We will have 7 in here. Nothing will happen. Yes, he's dead. Oh boy, this was so close. Okay, in total we get 10 coins. I think that's pretty nice. We will take the 10 here. Cool. We are taking 2 more items, right? 1 scroll, why not? And okay, they're both, oh, this is so cool. Minor agility potion. Oh, it's a reroll. It's a reroll. And start of your dice pool, we can discard this to add, oh, 2 blue. Oh, that's so nice. And they don't count towards our back limit actually. Oh, that's really nice. That's really, really nice. We still get both of those. I mean, these are really amazing. We can use them all. There are 2 here, 2 here, and our energy capacity is increased by 3. This was insanely good. We will put them into our bag. We can still hold 2 more items here, so that's perfect. We still have the shadow one, which we may want to sell later on. But wow, this was so cool. And in total, we get 5, 6, 8, -1. I think we get the -1 for the combined things here, at least I hope. So it's 7 more experience points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more to level 5. So I think ultimately we may not be in such a bad spot actually. Maybe I'm doing okay-ish. I think you are really supposed to lose 1, 2, 3 fights or so. I'm still a little bit mad at myself that I didn't catch the special ability of my bear. But yeah, of course, I will not take things back. Nice. Okay then, let's do the level up. So we will fully heal. I don't think it counts for our pet. And I looked at the pet. I think that's really a bad thing. When you lose a fight, all your companions are supposed to be removed, unequipped basically, or your pets, all your demons, I believe. Because I forgot him to use him at all, I think I'm getting the mulligan here. I think this was really bad on my side, but I think he shouldn't have been here. But again, it's like I have never used it, quite honestly. So I think I think I'm fine. I think I'm really fine here with this one here. Allow me this. I already have chosen my talent, and I think we're going for the Growl for now. If you have a pet equipped, add +2 red dice to your dice pool. And again, we are now going into our character step. We will now equip all kinds of nasty stuff. So we will go with the Mend Pet, and I think we will put the Mend Pet up here. It doesn't cost us anything, but it's basically gone. It's going back. So you can only use it every other round, basically, because yeah, you can equip it, and then afterwards, at the end of the round, then you have to bring it out. So that was that. Then we have 2 items here which we want. We definitely go with the improved ropes here. So we're getting +2, and we must not forget the energy capacity is increased by 3. We leveled up before that, so I think we are not automatically gaining 3 more, but it's still one more green eye. Oh, come on. And then here we have the Soul Stealer, which we could add onto or use instead of the Hunter's Blade. That's 2 red dice, and start of your dice pool, you may spend 1 health to add an additional. Wow. That's pretty amazing, making us relatively strong. Yeah, I definitely do like that. And then we still have the Shadow Wand here, but I think this is something that we may want to sell. Cool stuff. I believe we are placed back here into this region. I'm not 100% sure if we can go for that dungeon again, but I will simply remove it. Oh, let me leave it here, but I will remove the deck. Let's put it like this. So for me, it's considered I have looted that dungeon, and it's gone. I have basically defeated both bosses, so it's pretty much out of here. I will leave it here in case something refers to it from an event card also, but apart from that, it's basically gone for me. Okay, 1 and 2, we're adding another event card here. We will resolve it a little bit later. Let's roll the die. No, we are not removing any items. Let's roll for the quest. No, no, and no. Let's roll for the boss. That's also a no, and I think then we will have to go with the bounty one. And I still haven't fully understood what opposite means actually, but let's roll for the movement. And on a 4, I think it's moving clockwise. So I guess it's simply moving in here. I think opposite means it will go to the opposite. That's pretty, I'm really not sure how this goes. So if I stay here, I'm next turn, I'm within 2, and this owl bear, I think it's not really an owl bear. It looks like an owl bear, but it's not. It's a wildkin, will go after me. Maybe let's have a quick look. And no, I'm wrong. We're already in turn 19, which means we're replacing the wildkin with an ogre now. 12 attack. Gosh, I hate this game. Yeah, it's really tough. It's really a challenging solo experience, especially with a Burning Crusade. If I ever play this again, I think I will go for a co-op, so basically 2 heroes or so. I know it's already pretty messy as it is. I'm forgetting stuff left and right, but it really feels very, very challenging. So I think I simply have to move away from these creatures, just to make sure. Question still is, where should I go next actually? Okay, let's deal with our event, New Horizons. Yeah, we can replace quest cards. Any green and red creatures spawned by discarded are removed from the board. I think this also counts for the blue items, right? That's a fair point. I really don't know actually. I really don't know. Question is, what do I want to remove? And I think I'm going for this one here simply because it's relatively far away. I think the ooze never made it out actually, because yeah, I think not. So we're replacing it with another green one, simply to hope for something that's coming closer. Yeah, it's only a level 2, so I'm losing 2 experience, but I only need 2 steps anyway. So I think it, from a effectiveness perspective, I think that's still the better deal, right? So we have to place some blue monsters out, and we have a red, whatever this is. Is this a gnoll? Is this a simple red gnoll? Could be actually. So I think that's definitely should be beatable at least. But yeah, let's bring out those enemies. And this was actually quite perfect. So here we have our quest. We have to remove this nasty fella here. And the spider went up here. And I think the red knoll should be really beatable. Yeah, 4, 5, 5. It's red, right? It's not purple. No, it's not purple. Didn't see any purple enemies just yet. 4, 5, 5. The active must lose 1 for each 1 result. So yeah, losing the energy, that's definitely kind of a pain in the behind. But apart from that, I think we should be able with that to really level up into level 5. And then I really have to start going for more tougher challenges just to also get more powerful items, right? That's the idea. Of course, we are not done yet. We have another event, the auction house. Oh, a trusty mount. Each faction turn, the owner of the trusty mount may move 3 regions during one of his travel actions as a soul-bound item. And we lose it if we are defeated even. Okay, so this is gone. So the first time we are going down, we will also lose that card. So I think I remember we have to roll, and the roll +2 is the initial bid basically. A 1, oh, that's only a 3 in total. We have 11 bucks. Moving 3 regions instead of only 2 might be pretty cool. So we could now really say we are gambling and say we are going with a 5, because if we're rolling another 4 again, another 1 again, they will only bid 4. And I think that's what I will do. I think it's worth 5 for me. Or is it 6? Let's bid 6. So our bid is now 6. I will place it here just to remind ourselves, and then we have to roll an additional die. So they are now at 3. And okay, no, that's an 8. We weren't able to get it. So it's 9 plus the 2, that's 11. We bid 6, so we are basically out of here. We have lost this auction. And I think up next we have, oh, the Beasts of Lordarion. And I think, okay, I think we are okay, because the closest one moves 2 spaces. 1 and 2, I think so. 1 and 2, there's a Pulcher. We have to keep going, and it's another auction house, which means it's over now. So that's basically the end of the event phase. How about that? Yeah, and I think that's basically the end of the round, and I think also the end of my playthrough here. Sorry again for all the goofs, all the things I am forgetting. Huge shout out to all of my patrons and channel members. Also huge shout out to Brett, who decided to join me on Patreon as well. Thanks so much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Definitely make me aware of any goofs I'm doing. Maybe if you have a better explanation how this traveling of this, what is it? The old hatred basically is the bounty on my head. How this is moving along those flight paths here, let me know, and I will try to correct that. Until then, I will make a best judgment call, again making lives as difficult as possible for me. Let's put it like this. And yeah, again, hope you're really enjoying this. I'm definitely do enjoy this a big deal, even though again there's a lot to take care of, a lot of things I am forgetting, especially because yeah, I shouldn't really let too much time pass between shots. That's definitely the main problem here. I will try to improve on that. And yeah, with that being said, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And yeah, until then, bye bye.